Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a level clicker game in Roblox Studio. As you can see on screen, every time I click the button, I get 1 EXP, and every time I level up, the max amount of EXP I need goes up by 1. You may see some random cuts in the video, but don't mind me, that's just me making edits on the video. But without further ado, let's get started with the tutorial.
Alright, so starting off on a new base play here, the first thing we're going to work on is the UI that you saw at the very beginning. So in Start GUI, go ahead and click on the plus button and we're going to make a screen GUI. I'm just going to call this one main, and inside of that screen GUI we're going to make a frame. So just find the frame. This one I'm going to size it out to the position 0.5 on the X and Y scale. And for the size, I'm going to scale it to 1 on the X and Y as well. And the background image or color, I'm going to make it dark and just slightly gray. So about like 45, 45, 45. I think it's good. So that's how we're going to have our background for the main image, I guess, or just the main background. Next, after that, I'm going to add in the clicker button, which is a text button. I'm just going to drag this down here. And I'm just gonna rename this text button to clicker, and in the properties I'm just gonna rename it to clicker as well, just like that. And you can do your own customization of it, but I'm just gonna keep it really simple here. Next thing we're gonna add is the level, which is the, I guess, a text label. Just gonna name this level, and in the properties as well I'm gonna put the text as level 1, and I'm going to get rid of the background transparency. I'm going to make the background transparency to 1. I'm just going to scale this out, so if we do get like higher level, it does scale up properly. And I do want to make the text color here to white, and I'm going to change the text stroke transparency to 0 just to make it look better and stand out. Next thing we're going to work on adding is the EXP bar. So inside the frame, we're going to add another frame. I'm going to call this frame EXP, just like that. I'm just going to drag it right in the middle, just like this, and just make this however you like. Just make it look like something similar to this, I guess. Um, just like that. And I'm going to make the background color, let's see, almost the same, but like a little bit lighter of a version of our background, just like that, so it stands out. And in the EXP frame, we're going to add another frame right inside of it. This is the bar that's going to move like from left to right whenever we get EXP. I'm just going to make this background color like straight yellow, just like that. And for this EXP bar, actually on the frame, I'm going to name this to bar. Make sure the anchor point is x0 and the y 0.5. Just so this is how I have it set up, so just follow that if you want it to work the exact same way. And for the size right here, I'm gonna do 1 on the x scale and 1 on the y scale. And for the size, I'm gonna set it at 0.5 on the x and y scale. Oops, just like this. It should be like that. um, I guess 0 on the x scale and 0.5 on the y scale, my bad. And then from here on out, we do want to make the size of the x scale to 0, so it shows up at the very beginning. So when we do get EXP, it scales out like this, just like that. And next thing we're gonna add is a text label, which shows us how much EXP we have and what we need, which is gonna be a text label. I'm just gonna put this right in the middle. I'm just gonna scale the position to 0.5 for the x and y scale, and I think for the size, I know the Y scale is going to be 1. I think I'm just going to make this fully 1, 1 as well. And I'm just going to make the background transparency to 1. Let's see. And we're going to change the text to 0 space slash 0, 1. This is going to show our level, or our EXP, I mean, my bad. And I'm just going to change the color to white. just like that, and make the text stroke transparency to 0. And there we go. I think we have our UI done right here. All right, this is where I'm going to end the first episode here. It's just going to be us working on the UI. Next episode, we're going to work on the local script. And then I think on part 3 or episode 3, we're going to work on the data store where this can all save and work like it's supposed to.